What is going on, guys? Andrew Acevedo back again, and we're back with a stream and a creative idea from the Rhino. Who would have thought the Rhino would be creative as we are doing a little kind of off-season predictions, what we would do if we were in the president of baseball ops chair. And I'm today being joined by my good buddy, the Tub Tub, Metsfan. What is up, my guy?
What's up, man? Let's create a dream team. Let's do it.
A dream
Um,
team.
let's
So
do it.
let's get the parameters out the way. We're not going $400 million over the luxury tax. That's a no go. We're not doing that. We're not going playing MLB The Show with no salary. We're gonna keep this somewhat realistic to a point. Obviously, I think we all believe the Mets are gonna blow through the luxury tax, but there has to be a limit. So,
Mm,
what do you think that limit should be, Mets fan? 100 million over? What's
I
what do you
mean,
what do you
I don't know per se, but like, let me just make sure that's there. Okay.
as is? But yeah,
Okay.
what do you got?
Perfect.
So we are all good. We are also going to, before we get fully started, it would be interactive with the chat. You guys are going to have some input on what we do. But the first thing we're going to do is put in the arbitration numbers because I believe it was, who came out with the list? Who was it? I think it was,
Was it
who the hell?
Resnick?
Was it? I
May
think
have
it was
been.
Jacob Resnick, or I think maybe it's, I don't know. But they've put out the arbitration numbers of projected arbitration numbers for the Mets on the current roster. A few guys, obviously Pete Alonso, his first time hitting arbitration. So we're gonna fill those in, see how much money that takes away from the salary cap. As fan pulls it up right there. Louis, what's going on, man? What's going on? It has been a minute since I've been live. Obviously, life is kind of up in the air, so I have some time. I texted Carson. I'm like, hey, let's do a streaming. You know what? We're here. So as
Yeah.
he fills in the numbers below, how are you? I'm
So,
doing good, Louis. How are you doing, my guy? What's going on?
all right. So the first one on here is everyone's favorite Edwin Diaz.
Edwin
Let
Diaz.
let's see actually what we can actually do with this. So I'll just uh, do that. So I'll put the estimated amounts in there, and
Okay.
I'll just I think what we'll do is like if we have to shave anything off, if we're like below something, um, that will be that. Lugo, it looks like he's
It's
getting
like
a hefty amount.
3.7.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it was like the 3.7.
3.7 million. Yeah, it looks like we're getting Jose Peraza.
Hey, pick them up for cheap. Worst case, stick them in the minor leagues. If you guys want to use this spreadsheet, it is linked down in the description below. Try it out yourself. Have some fun. Make your dream off season. You can be as unrealistic or as realistic as you possibly want. It is linked. Linked in the description down below. As we're filling in, as you guys see, the money is dwindling very quickly.
Okay, so, jeez. Okay, so we got Castro, right?
Yeah, we might have to make some trades. You know what I mean? We got a couple of
Yeah,
anchors, but
we could. It could be a possibility. Let's see. Brandon Nimmo. Okay, we'll see what we do
the
here.
fact that Nimmo isn't getting north of 5 is kind of funny, but it's kind of sad to be honest. How he can't get. Oh boy, this is okay. There's some night. Okay, what do we got here? So, sign Andrew
So
Heaney, Michael Lorenzen is out of minor league options. Those two guys could be studs with Peg if Hefner fixes it. I am okay with Michael Lorenzen. Are we using Andrew Heaney as the bullpen arm or as a starter? Because I don't want him starting games if he's
if that
an
if that's
option.
the biggest acquisition, then
I wouldn't
I
mind
mean,
Michael. I always like Michael Lorenzen. I wouldn't mind the Mets bringing, especially with Hefner. That's actually not a guy. That's a guy I'd kind of like. Both of them
not
in the
bad.
bullpen. It's not a bad idea. I mean, even Haney in the bullpen is like, how I kind of used a starter in a video that I will make a sit down video version of this I do add a starter for the Mets in the bullpen as a lefty. Kind of figures it out. It's really not hard to figure out left-handed pitcher, starting pitcher on the Mets in the bullpen. Pretty obvious where I'm going to go there. But, yeah, I mean, again, Lorenzen is not bad. I always liked him. He's got good stuff. And he can rake. And he's athletic. Two-way player. So, never a bad thing to have some flexibility.
Ooh, does he hit dingers? That's all we care about.
Here's what's it called? Boy, Mets fans, boy, Andrew Chafin. He has a club option. I don't know if the A's would pick it up, but I kind of I stayed away from club option guys because you would think some of the numbers teams would pick it up. But if Chafin was available, that would be a guy I would show some interest. What about you, Mets fan? I know that's your guy. You wanted at the deadline.
I did want him only because he was a left-handed guy and he's a lot more solid than Brad fucking Hand. So
hey, no hand slander here.
Yeah, well, he sucks. So the dude's cooked out of his mind.
He's only 30 years old. He was an all-star last year, 2 years ago. Led the American League in saves last year.
Jesus Christ. The fact that Edwin Diaz, from like a fan favorite standpoint, the fact that Diaz is like would be projected to get $3 million more than Pete Alonso is kind of funny to me. I'm not.
It is very funny to me as well, seeing
because like I know you don't particularly like Pete Alonso, but like he's a lot more of a fan favorite than Diaz. So
well, of course,
it's kind of funny. I don't know.
It is very funny. So as we're waiting for Mets fans to figure it out, and then we'll start, I guess, building our team on how we want to do it. As he finishes up the arbitration numbers. Oh, you got the other guys too. You got not just the 9 guys they showed.
I got pretty much everybody on this. Okay. On this list, we'll see what happens here.
Here we go. I was waiting to see this name in the chat. What's up, series? What's going on?
For some reason, rejected arbitration. Whoops. Okay. For Jeff McNeil,
was 2 point something, like 2.8. No, yes, 2.8. Yeah, 2.8. Yeah. So for a guy with a bad. Imagine paying all these guys with bad batting averages and bad ERAs. Like, imagine. So I guess we could talk.
Free agency loves analytics. So
I mean, unless maybe I shouldn't like him as much, but he's good. He does have good batting average though, even though he doesn't care about it. He does have a semi.
Okay, for some reason I don't know why we have so much in arbitration. For some reason, I may have fucked something up. I'm not sure.
It's okay. It's okay. This isn't. 51. The Mets aren't actually using this spreadsheet. Did you see the best reliever in baseball's outing tonight? No, but I saw the Astros were kicking the shit out of the White Sox. So, I did not watch the games. I just got home like an hour ago.
See, I don't know. Josh Hader was pitching today. I don't think he was pitching last night. So,
I did see my boy Evan Longoria hit the solo homer to win it for the Giants. So that was kind of cool.
Hell yeah.
Even though I don't want the Giants, I don't like the Giants because they've won 3 chips in like this past decade. But I want Evan Longoria to get a ring, so I guess I have to cheer for the Giants and Flores, I guess, but more of a Longo guy.
Ooh, okay. What am I missing here? Like, what am I screwing up?
What do you got? What's the big? What's the issue? Of course, we do this live. We're live, pal.
I feel like. I feel like it already says that we're over the luxury tax. Okay. For some reason, I don't know why it says that. So
because it's again, probably you had 10 million. Again, that's what the Mets are going to have to blow over. What's it called? Because there's just $10 million. You had $100 million to start. I don't like $100 million. Shithead has 7. Nemo had about 5. Yeah, why are you over the luxury tax? Don't worry, we'll make some space.
Let me copy this and then I'll get rid of it, and I don't know why.
All right, so I'm guessing Liam Hendricks gave up like 4 runs in his outing today. I didn't. Again, I just saw it was 7-1 going into the 9th, and then again Wilmer's the man, but the Giants should decline his option. We should sign him. Yeah, I wish, but the Giants are going to keep that as their platoon at first base. But if Wilmer was available, I would talk to him, see if he wants to come back. I mean, the Mets
Okay.
need guys that kill lefties, so he does that pretty
I
well.
think something is very fucky here.
It's a great line. So I guess we should talk about the playoffs while we let Metsfan figure out what his creation has turned on him. Tampa Bay out in the first round and didn't even go to 5 games. Kike Hernandez, Puerto Rican utility superstar, went nuts. Obviously, also Schwarber with a couple homers. The Yankees lost. That was fun to see. But Tampa Bay is out. Boston moves on and is playing the Houston Astros. So Yankee fans too. Like, who do you think the Yankees definitely hate the Red Sox more than the Rays? Right? You would think.
Probably now, yeah.
So yeah. So the Red Sox moving on.
Yeah.
And then the Yankees play, and then the Astros and Red Sox. It's just Yankee fans. It's just nightmare. They're two least favorite teams in the American League Championship Series. The National League could be wrapped up. I don't know what the score of the Brewer game is. I know that's going on right now, and the Dodgers are on in an hour. So who knows? So playoffs have been pretty decent. I've seen a few of the games. I haven't really been like, I got to sit down and watch all the games. The Penguins start playing tonight. They're playing as we speak right now against Tampa Bay. I don't know the score. I'm scared to look at that score tonight. Playing with no Crosby, no Malkin, no Gensel, no Zach Aston Reese, no Matheson. So God knows what that is. So Michael Conforto is not worth $200 million. Yeah, we've told you guys all year he's not worth $200 million, but you all won't listen. Now you guys are starting to listen.
Going into the year, he was.
He's not George Springer.
He's gotta keep that batting average. That batting average got to be better though.
Batting average got to be better. His RBI numbers got to be better. This walking crowd. But nah, we got.
For some reason,
mm-hmm.
I don't understand what is going on here.
Okay.
So you have 91 million in total payroll here, and you have arbitration going. Like when you add arbitration, it's 51 million. Okay, so maybe that is right. Okay.
We're going nuts for nothing. Us Yankee fans are down. Rooting for the Astros to make. Oh, I didn't think that would be the sentence. I never thought I'd read that sentence out loud. Yankee fans cheering for the Astros to get to the World Series. I mean, I guess it is the Red Sox, so I guess that makes sense. I mean, as a Mets fan, we're just cheering for the Braves for David Stern to get eliminated and the Giants to beat the Dodgers so Josh Burns can be available. But
I also want Wilmer to win a ring. So
I want Longo to get one. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Yankee fans are happy with the Rays losing last night, but then they hate also that Boston's the one that beat them. So I don't know. It's kind of like how if the Phillies beat the Braves, it'd be like I hate the Braves, but I hate the Phillies. I think I hate the Phillies more. Just because the city of Philadelphia is just who cares?
Okay.
So are we ready?
For some reason,
spoiler in the video.
Yeah. I don't know why we have. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna keep this here.
Okay.
And I guess we'll hold it to the end.
Okay.
Because for some reason I don't know why it's being so stupid. So
okay. So just copy and paste it. So
I guess we'll just start the off season with the 100 million, and we'll do the arbitration like we usually do. So
all right. So let's create some more money because there is a couple of anchors on this Mets roster that we need to get rid of. Mm-hmm. Should we start with the least valuable one or the meme? Who do you think we should trade first?
Oh, they both can be least valuable and they both can be the meme. So I'm not sure which angle you're trying to go at that with, but I don't know. I think offloading Cano is probably the first thing you got to do.
First thing
somehow.
So again, let's keep this in mind. This is not going to be real. Like we're going to keep it in real life, but this isn't going to be like the most super realistic. This because again, it would be a boring stream. We said, well, we have $100 million. We can only spend $100 million. No, we're gonna go crazy. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna make some crazy outlandish trades to try to build the best roster we possibly can. If you don't like that, sue us. We don't care. So
we do not care.
And we are also. I'm at least taking this as the new CBA, which if you watch Mets Weekly this past week, I've created. There is going to be a luxury tax floor. There will no longer be a luxury tax limit. So teams will have to spend money, which that could work to the Mets' favor. Because there's a few different options we can do with this Robinson Cano contract. One,
yeah, it also can give the Dodgers the key to do whatever the fuck they want, but
I mean that is
we'll just look at it from the Mets side. Yeah.
Yeah, just don't imagine what the Dodgers can do. So we have two ways we can use Cano.
Payroll's going to be like they'll pay their payroll like if they get the permission to do that, it'd be like 1.7 billion. Like they don't give a shit, man.
Hey, and we'll be at 1.5. It's all good. So we can take this Cano contract three different ways, kind of. One, buy it straight out. Eat the dead money. God knows how many years of deferred payments. We can just eat it out, get the cap space now, but then you're paying it until God knows how long. Because there's $40 million left on that deal. 20 this year, 20 next year.
Could we try and void the contract? Because he did take steroids, right? I mean, does that work?
I mean, that's true. We're not trying to illegally juice him. I mean, as much as we would want that, just take the money away. We can't do that. So we can buy him straight out. Or number two, we try to match a bad contract. There are a few bad contracts out in Major League Baseball, which could help the Mets. The first one I think of is maybe potentially a Madison Bumgarner swap, where the Bumgarner hasn't been the same pitcher, obviously, since he's put an Arizona Diamondbacks jersey on. But it's an extra arm, it's an extra starter, and it's more useful than Robinson Cano for the Mets. And the Diamondbacks could use him in second.
Postseason experience, too.
Postseason experience. I mean, and also then he can be the DH for the Diamondbacks if there's a limit. They can leave Ketel Marte in center, or they can move him anywhere or put him first base if you want. That was kind of the first team I thought of if you want to do salary to match salary. Or the third option is just trade him eat a bunch of money and trade him for scraps. Excuse me. How do you want to use this Cano deal?
I don't know. Chat, what do you guys think? I mean, this is... I don't know. It's weird because, do you think somebody will even accept his deal?
I think the only teams that would accept it if they had another Chris Davis or Madison Bumgarner type contract going the other way. I think that would be the only way you'd be able to move it at full money is if you're moving it for another bad contract. I think
so that's at least a little bit of that, and we pay a little bit of the other, so they'd split it kind of.
Yeah, it's more of a hockey trade where it's like two bad contracts. They eat the money and just say, you know what, flip them, and see who he has 2 years left, he has 1 year left, and then the teams flip it. That's more of a hockey thing, but maybe in baseball it could work.
Do you want to bring? Yeah, so we'll bring in Madison Bumgarner, and then we would. We basically pay half of his money, and
what's the Cano? How many more years is left on that Bumgarner contract? If you can look it up real quick as we're talking about it, because it's just an extra pitcher you can add. Yes, he has not been the same, but I don't know. I think he's at 20 million, but I don't know the exact of the contract. But it is an idea.
I'm not sure. I think it's a 5-year deal. I think he's in 3.
Isn't Maldonado a free agent?
Third year.
His third,
He has a modified no trade clause, but
he would get the fuck out of Arizona. But he's also a weird dude. He'd probably want to go to somewhere that it's like a ranch or whatever. Isn't Maldonado a free agent? So he can't even trade from him. Isn't he a free agent?
Sign and trade. I mean,
sign and trade. No, we'll get rid of the McCann contract in a second. We got to get rid of Cano first. So we got to, why would you trade for Bumgarner? It's just to match contracts, and he's a more useful piece than Cano. That's how I see it.
To literally shred Cano's contract into pieces. That's literally what we're doing.
Maybe you make the playoffs. Maybe he does for like he's did in the past. He gets hot in the postseason and just, yes, is he the most flat? Do we want him? No, but he's a more valuable piece to the Mets than Robinson Cano is, because you've got, if Baez is resigned, and if everyone still loves Jeff McNeil at second base, you've got three second basemen for one spot. So you trade a second baseman for an extra pitcher. This guy.
So, I mean, okay. Do you?
How much is it? How much is he making? I can't read
it. He's going. What is it? What's the AAV? But what would it be towards the luxury tax? Is 17 million.
17
so do you want to?
So even if you want to buy out $3 million of the Cano contract per year just to match it 1-for-1, that's not a bad idea.
And he has 15 million deferred.
So again, that's
yeah.
So again,
okay,
it's just something to think about. Again, Cano is not going to be. You can't just say, "Hey, we could trade Cano for Adley Rutschman." You can't. Nobody's going to want this contract.
Yeah.
No, very few teams are going to want to unless they have an equally as bad contract to flip, and then the Mets, more value for the Mets than they are for the Diamondbacks. So you want to do that, or you want to just dump them or cut them? I think that's just for creativity and building a roster, having a Bumgarner in a rotation just as an extra arm doesn't hurt.
I think. Do you want to try and get like the worst player in the world for
we
him?
have him? We already have him.
Oh, Pete.
Oh no, I was being James McCann, but Pete Alonso's not a bad answer too.
I mean, Lewis Brinson is also pretty much.
But he's fast. Because we're taking this as they have a floor, so teams are going to have to spend. But would they prefer to just eat the contract?
Okay, so
I don't know how the buyout structure would look like. I know in hockey it's a lot easier.
Oh man. Okay. Seriously, fuck Cano. Okay.
Hell, you just want to buy him out? Well, I don't know how much the buyout against, because in hockey there's a buyout structure. I don't know what the buyout structure is.
You probably can just do that where you just let's look at Cano's because he's got to have something in there.
He has a good arm though. He's good defensively. He's got a Alfaro cannon. Yeah,
full no trade clause.
Oh,
so
what's the buyout structure then?
There is no buyout. Full no trade clause. If he's an all-star, he gets an extra 50,000.
That's it. All right, so I guess we're just
buying
him out.
Robbery.
So I guess do you just cut him and then eat let's say it's $5 million this year, and then throughout the year,
do you want to restructure it because he took steroids with
Cespedes? You could, but
Cespedes because he did something stupid. It's not like it's stupid. He got suspended for it.
True.
But is the suspension?
Are you fucking getting? My friend just texted me now. Another Penguin is hurt. Oh, that's great. That's great.
That's lovely.
Nice. So now our whole top six is hurt.
It's a long season.
Oh yeah, it's day one. We didn't even reach freaking opening day. We're already top six is already out.
It's a long season. Don't worry.
Thank you, Jimmy, for ruining my stream.
Okay.
So maybe we want to just buy him out. And let's see if we can get him down to
Listen. Look on the bright side. Mika Zibanejad is extended. Okay, that's all that matters.
I don't give a shit about.
So,
I like Mika Zibanejad, but I don't give a shit.
And he'll destroy the Flyers for the rest of his career.
If you do
extend Tomas Nido, you got to move some money here, though.
If you
want to extend Tomas Nido for 1 year, or no, for 3 years, $3 million, yeah, probably.
Facts. So I guess so let's see if we restructure him, get it down to 12 million, maybe, have him give out give us back 8 million. If anyone actually knows how this works, that'd be funny. But I guess try to have him restructure. We'll say in the notes restructured to give the Mets back 8 million. I would love him to cut it in half, but let's call it 12 million. We clear up 8 million.
Ooh, okay. You know what they could do is they could cut they can cut it in half to 10 million.
Okay.
And then you can pay that after his contract is done. So you can pay that other 10 million when his contract's done. You can try that, maybe.
That works. Yeah, we'll do that way. Yeah, do it like that.
So basically, what you're looking at here is you cut it to 10 million here, 10 million here, and you have that 20 million after this contract. You just give it to him when he's 41.
Bet. Let's do that then. Let's get some extra space. Let's do that.
Okay.
Look at us. This is why we're the GM and the assistant GM.
Yeah. Okay. So what do we do? I'll just divide it by 2 here. I'll just make it. We're gonna do that. Beef. Oh, screw that. Okay, never mind. Oops. Okay. All right. If you want to make it 10 million.
Okay. Yeah. Do make it 10.
Yeah, you can make it. Yeah, you can make it 10 million, and then you'll have what is it? 10,250,000.
Okay. So we do that, seriously. And then we start spending. Now we can start spending money. We'll trade McCann later. We got to start improving this roster. McChicken.
Get rid of McChicken. Okay, so you'll have this. You'll have like a what's it called? 10.25.
What's going on, Devin? LFGM. What's going on? How you doing?
You'll have 10.25 million. What would you call that? Like a payout?
Deferred, yeah. I guess a deferred maybe, or just You get it when you retire. Your retirement check. They call it the retirement check.
Yeah, 2023. All right.
We will get to that question, Missed. We'll get to this in a second. One of them's definitely getting re-signed. The other, we'll see.
Ooh, okay. So Cano contract restructured.
There you go.
Cano.
And now we get to spend some money.
Restructured to 10 million AV
for the last 2 deals, and then retirement check. There you go.
Perfect. Awesome. So he saved us 24 million last year, and now he's gonna save us even more because 10. You took steroids like a fucking idiot. Fuck you. Okay.
Who are you trying to quote? I don't think I've said that. But if you're trying to quote Miseries, I never said. I said I like to make chicken, but So, all right. Now let's start spending some money because this is what we're supposed to do.
Now, before we do that, I think we have one more thing. Does Kevin Pillar accept his player option?
He's going to. He's no way.
What is it? 29?
It's 2.9. It should have been a mutual option. It should have been a mutual option.
God. Let me just make sure so we're politically correct. Oh my God. People want Cano over Correa.
If people actually want Correa over
player option. Oh shit. Dude. Okay. Sandy, you got to stop making these moves, man.
you got to stop being an idiot.
You've done a great job for us, but you got to.
You just got to stop signing people.
It's time to go. It's time to go, man.
So
$3 million.
He's not declining that.
$5 million.
He's not declining, so we got to keep it. We'll just leave him there. He's a bench bat. We're just going to DFA him.
Accepts
the player option.
What's it called? 3.5 million player option.
So now we could start spending some money.
Okay, bet.
We'll trade McChicken and any other contracts we feel like we need to trade later. So let's start with the rotation. I think there's a few questions. I know obviously we had a question of who do we pay between Baez and Conforto. I guess let's start with the guys who we want to re-sign. So I think what Michael Mayer put it out first. I think it was Mayer that said it. that Syndergaard looks like he's going to accept the qualifying offer. So there you go. And now it's $18.3 million for the qualifying offer. So I think we should put that as Noah Syndergaard is back for another year.
Yeah, I think that's the out of all the free agents, I think it's a guarantee at this
that he
point.
will be here. So
Unless
add Michael. Not Michael.
somebody says something stupid.
That is very true.
I don't. Yeah, I don't see him rejecting that. Like as per as per usual, as what we were expecting probably the entire season when he had that setback. So, so qualifying offer
is 18.3. Actually went down, which is kind of interesting. It went down.
Is 18.3 or 18.4?
It's 18.3 now because it went from 18.9 to 18.3. So extra couple $100K you can save up.
So that'll make Boris not want to take it for Conforto
even more. So
great.
Continuing going through our free agents, I think the second easiest guy we could re-sign, hopefully, is Aaron Loop, the 35-year-old lefty, and I think you could do a 1+1, which I think that's always the smartest thing to do with relievers. It's a 1 first-year guaranteed, a second-year mutual, because, again, bullpen arms are the most up-and-down position in the game. So, Aaron Loop, he got paid last year $3.5 million. You would think he was definitely going to get a raise after that season. We're keeping this in mind. I don't think you need to get into a bidding war for a 35-year-old lefty. As great as he was this past season, he's 35.
He did have a good ERA, though.
He did have an elite ERA, but also you're not going to get – I don't feel you need to get into a bidding war with a lefty at 35 who could easily next year have a really bad season. I don't care what the analytics say, but, if you watch him, he could definitely, ups and downs like we all thought. Simple off. Oh, God, what is this? Christ. Simple offseason. Give Alonso and Nemo lifelong contracts worth $1 billion.
Replace Alonso with Correa and you get a deal.
100%. Oh, God. Here we go with the chirping. Oh, boy. What is this? Oh, God.
No, shut up.
He had a bad ERA. When Edwin Diaz has a good ERA, we all will appreciate him. He just needs to have a good ERA.
Diaz is better than Loop, but Loop was better this year. Come on.
100%. Look at the ERA. So now we have Loop back. So now we have a starter. We added a bullpen on. Now let's go to Are you still writing? We still haven't brought up a contract.
What do we do here? Because
I'd say $8 million if he wasn't.
For 2 years or over one?
Yeah, AAV. Like a 1-and-1,
okay.
$8 million per year. But if he wasn't 34 years old.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'd go 6 with the option of 6 the next year, so 2 years, 12. I still think that's my. I think that's where I'm at, where it's $12 million, 1+1, and you hope he continues to,
I'd go. I think I'd go 6.5 is what I would go. 6.5 each and a 1-and-1.
Okay. Oh boy.
Or you also can go 6.5. You can go 6.5 million for the first year and then 7.5 for the second year for a player option or a mutual.
You could do that. I guess you could do that. Yes, try to save as much cap this year. I'd rather backload them for at least this season so we keep the cap. Or let me phrase that.
Yeah.
Excuse me. A luxury tax cheaper this year than next.
This is your defying moves off season. So
yeah. So this isn't.
And besides 2023. That's not a real year. Come on.
It's totally not. Totally a fake year.
That's not a real year. Okay.
100%. So now let's get in. So 2 years, like what? Let's just call it even. Call it 6.5 million each year, 13 million over 2 years. There you go.
What I was saying was 6.5 for fake year, exactly.
Fake year, boom.
What I'm saying is 6.5 for the first year, 7.5 for the second year, but a mutual option in the second one if he pitches well. You know what I mean?
That
Like if
works.
he doesn't want to come back, they can say no. You know, because it's a reliever, so you have a lot of options with that. Like you have a lot of flexibility with that. So,
that works.
so yeah, what we'll do, I'll put 6.5 because like the dude pitched his ass off this year when nobody else did. I mean,
that is true.
So like 2 years, 14 million.
We'll get to this in a second, Zuris. Well, let's get the guys we re-signed first, then we will explore the external options. Look at it. Look at the Rhino using big words.
That's where it's at. Okay.
The big word Rhino. So there you go.
Okay. So
Syndergaard is back.
Perfect.
Luke is back.
No. Okay. Hey, watch it. Okay.
I mean, I'd send Miguel. I'd send Miguel Castro back to get to the Rays. They can have him.
That's kind of racist. Okay. Luke resigns.
Okay, you want to throw hands there is don't. The Rhino doesn't read. What do you expect? He doesn't know how to read. Watch the television.
2 years for
Sign Melanson. You know, I guess we could. Oh, now that we got the chat, we guess you guys. We'll get. This is more of a, the chat can get involved with who we sign. We're just trying to get the obvious guys out the way. All right, now that we have Loop and Syndergaard out of the way, now we have to make some decisions. And that involves 3 names. Marcus Stroman, Michael Conforto, and Javier Baez.
Okay, I think...
What you got?
I think we all know who's number 1 here.
We all know who's number 1. Again, in the background and Hat doesn't kind of realize. Javi is the number 1 of those 3. That is not racially motivated. That's just a fact.
I mean, yeah. Like here, I'll remove it. Like you have your first stripe, your first red stripe here. That's Lindor. You have your second one. That's Baez, and then the third one is Correa. And you need all 3 stripes.
We also have this.
Yeah.
If you wanted to put, we also have that. So
so that's kind of what we're looking at right now. So
100%.
I think Javi. I think it's time to pretty much throw
the bat, not a big bat. I mean, throw a bag, but not an
I think it's time to throw the Lindor contract at him. Just because
that's
because
this is why you're not. This is why I'm the GM.
Swag gets you far. Right?
This is why I'm the GM. You're my assistant. Because God no. You give him.
Hey man, Josh Burns, man, he's an assistant, so
he's the savior, Josh Burns.
Okay,
I guess you got to give him. What did I say on Mets Weekly? 7 by 163.
Yeah, that's what we were looking at. 7. Chat, what would you guys give?
Chat, what do you got? What are your Baez
I'm just trolling, Boomer. Just trolling. What would you give Baez? You gotta have some player options in there, though. That's the thing.
Opt-outs, and just keep them realistic. Don't be like, what 10 years, $50 million, $100,000 million. Like,
let's see. What is he actually worth? I mean,
what's your max contract? 120? Ooh,
okay.
That's a low ball from Boomer. Boomer's Sandy Alderson. Good to know. Oh my God, I really, really, really sometimes some people just need a. Yeah, the audio. Yeah, there you go. So 120. Nobody. So pretty much Boomer. Give him Diaz. Okay. Yeah, just there we go. It's just what we want some serious answers.
We're not trolling here.
Oh boy, is this another injury update? Hold up.
I think I'd go 145.
I'd go 140. Yeah.
I don't know if
I'd
I would
go
want to backload it.
with the
Only
backload
because-
being with options too. So, again, I keep saying
that would make it intriguing for
180.
buyers. That's the thing.
185 is the max I'm going. That's the max I'd go is 185.
Okay.
Now we're everybody's at
150
150, 155. There's Boomer at 155. Zariz is at 150. Yeah, I think again, I guess we'll meet in the middle of all of us, call it 175 and make it over 6 years, I guess. 7 years. Yeah, 175 at yeah, 175
so
over 6 years.
Resigns. Resigns. What did we have? So 175. I mean, Javi. So that would be
Put Dylan
5 or
Betances as
6.
the closer. I hate y'all. I really do sometimes.
I think that's the meme where it's like that guy screaming at the camera at Diaz. I don't know.
But exactly. And then the fact that he's verified is kind of funny. So, all right, chat. You need to make, well, once as Metsfan is, 6 years over 175. Yeah.
6 years over 175.
Put Alex Reyes a closer. Hey, it's a good arm. He's got a good cutter. I wouldn't mind Alex Reyes in my bullpen as not my closer, but as a bullpen arm. So, chat,
so
now, what do you got?
That would, what is that? 100? That's, whoops.
Quick math.
Quick math. It's about 29.2.
It's low. I mean, ooh.
You want to go 6 years, 170 maybe?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, 6 years.
Because I'd like to keep Baez under the 28 to 30 range.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
But like 170, let's just make sure.
It is.
All right, 28.
26,
okay.
28. That works.
So it's a bit of an overpay, but it's not too bad.
It's the Puerto Rican, it's the Puerto Rican family money. A little bonus. No, we like good relievers. Get Drew Smith out of here. He's trash.
Okay, so that would be 20.
Yeah, Baez does deserve a bag, but there's a limit to, paying a guy who probably isn't the most sought after guy on the market. So, damn, we got to speed it up, bro. We're already at 43 minutes, bro. I didn't think we were that long.
Yeah, that's true, man. We'll drag it out, man. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drag it out because it's gonna go quick in real life. So,
well, I mean, yeah, that's true. Everything done by December 1st. So now, chat, we have to make the decision. Who do we sign? Javier Baez? Not Javier Baez. Marcus Stroman or Michael Conforto? Or do we let them both walk and address external options? Yeah, we're not giving Baez $200 million either. 100% agree.
Yeah. Do you want to go? What do you want to go? Player option for Baez?
Yeah, do an opt out after 3, and then player options at 5 and 6.
All right. So
really.
So player option for
5 and 6. The last 2.
The last 3 years. Last 2 years.
Last 2 years.
Okay, so player option. That would be. What is that? 22, 23, 24.
Yeah, we're at 170, so we're not that off after year 4 opt out. We both agree on that. There you go.
Okay, so that would be opt out 25.
Yeah, I mean, really, just
26.
All you really got to do is just put the AAV in. I guess that's fine. You don't got to go that crazy. Put that like in the
that
notes.
Is true, but we got to get that in the. We got to be very precise.
Precise. So. All right,
because I mean, to be honest, like Javi's going to be part of the future of the team. So I think everybody would want to know what the full contract will be. You know what I mean? Because everybody's like, "Oh, what's this team going to look like in 5 years?" So it's like that's why Carlos Rodon is interesting.
That gets me going a little bit. But all right, chat. Now you need to decide who are we signing, Stroman or Conforto?
Michael Conforto.
So chat, let us know. Are we letting? I seen one guy letting Conforto. I saw Boomer and letting Conforto walk. But yeah, guys, let us know. We sign a Conforto or Stroman, and then what would your contract look like for that player? We're not external yet, Zuriz. We like Carlos Rodon, but not now. We're not talking yet. Listen to what you guys think we should go after Razel Iglesias or Kimbrel if
you let Conforto walk, he's your hometown guy.
You let Stroman walk, you're racist.
Or we let them both. We let them both walk, and we sign other guys. Again, I think we're gonna adjust bullpen, but I would go for either one. One's a Hall of Famer, and one had a really good off this past season. So, that's very exciting to me. So we got a couple of people saying sign Conforto. There are better starters, but are there better starters that would come to the Mets? That's also you got to keep that in mind. Max Scherzer's not coming to the Mets. He's kind of made that clear.
Do you want to put your chips in all basket that you're going to get a good starter? You know what I mean? Like, oh, whoops.
I mean, I like Kevin Gausman. I think especially after the past start. We got a little roughed up later in the game, but I wouldn't mind a Kevin Gausman replacing Marcus.
The thing is that I feel like he likes Kepler a lot. Like I don't think he wants to go from SF. You know what I mean?
Oh, Gabe Kapler. Okay, I'm like who did Kepler? I'm like, Mac. When the fuck do we talk about Max Kepler? But yeah, I mean, I would.
Yeah, I think he likes Max Kepler. He likes Max Kepler. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
Verlander's hurt.
I mean, I wouldn't mind throwing a flyer if he's interested at Verlander. See if we can get back out of him. But I'm not. Also, you lose Stroman. Stroman is a top end starter, so you have to bring in equally as or even better starter.
All the good possibilities are club options at this point. Like you have Cueto. I mean, Cueto would probably be a good vet presence, but I'm not taking a fucking $22 million club option for that. I mean, that's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm, no.
Yusi Kikuchi is, he's like pretty much in the prime of his career, and
dude, I am all for signing Zach Greinke. I am all for it just to be as an innings eater in the back of the rotation and teach Jacob deGrom the eephus knuckleball or curveball.
I don't know. I like Rich Hill for that a lot more.
Like, why not do both?
You could do both. Here's another one.
We got.
And this is an interesting one.
That was a name I wanted to bring up. Eduardo, him, Carlos Rodon. There's a couple. There's some interesting names out there to think about. To replace Stroman.
And what people don't know is that Erod is 28. He's a lot younger than he looks to be in his career. Like,
I like that.
He's good. So he's the same age as Javi Baez, which is weird to think about. Because Eduardo Rodriguez feels like a guy it sounds like a name that's been around for a long time. I don't know if that's racist or not, but
why does everything gotta be racist? Twitter. Like, why does everything gotta be racist?
Listen, my team's head coach just got smacked out for that, so I gotta be.
I mean, that's true. I mean, I know you're happy. I don't know why you're like.
I'm happy. I'm glad he's gone, but
yeah,
I wanted him gone to begin with, so 100%. We should go after Nelson Cruz.
Ooh.
If we didn't have so many DH options.
And also, he's kind of struggled since he surprisingly put a Rays jersey on and started struggling. It's kind of interesting to think about.
I just feel like my limit for free swingers is Javi, and that's about it. Like,
I mean, true, but Nelson Cruz has good batting average usually. Okay, Boomer. That is a guy I'm going to talk about in my video.
Schwarbeast.
What's up, Jose? What's going on? What is up, Jose? What's going on, man? Appreciate you stopping by. So, the question is, now do we sign either of them, or do we go external for more fun?
Ooh.
I think we get creative and go fun.
Ooh.
Marcus Stroman's a weird dude. He probably wants to go to the Cubs because he's weird. And Conforto can.
The only thing keeping
keep Stroman is the fact that Noah's only here for 1 year.
That is true, yeah.
And that's like the only thing that I'm looking at right now, where you're like, okay, they're probably going to bring
and Jake
back
also could be gone too. And if Jake could be gone as well.
Like you're gonna bring back Noah the next year. If you extend him, then the Cano contract gets smacked around too. That's gone. That's pretty much gone.
That is true too.
Like in the next year after that. So it's like you're ahead of the curve for the next year. Like we should extend Jake. Facts. Fucking facts.
I'm willing to be honest, I'm kind of willing to trade him. But
you're also willing to get killed by Mets fans all over the place.
Think about it. If Max Scherzer just went for a number 1, a number 2, a 5, and a 6 prospect with a half a season, imagine Jake potentially with an extra year where you can get back for a guy that's injury prone, has been injured the last 2 years, who still has the aura of being the best pitcher on the planet.
I am just not willing to take that risk with a bunch of prospects. Again,
and you haven't won with them. Also, you haven't won with them. So you haven't done shit with them. If you can find a way to replenish the farm system and add to what you already have with a godsend offer, which getting probably some of the best teams in baseball, with some of the best farm systems baseball is battling it out to say, hey, who wants Jacob deGrom? I'm not saying I wouldn't listen.
Part of me just says with how the Tom Seaver trade worked out, with how the Nolan Ryan trade worked out, I'm not willing to take that risk.
But Josh Burns is making that trade.
You want Rendon? You already done with Rendon, Jose?
Yeah, Jose hates Rendon.
He hates Rendon.
He hates him. Man. It's funny. It's kind of funny, but like
I know it's just DeGrom. DeGrom's DeGrom. Like there's just nothing you can.
But again, I look at it as this. He's been on this team for how long and how many times he's made what? The 4 postseason starts, that 1 run we had since he's been on the team, and he's been pitching like the greatest pitcher of all time the last 3 years, and it has led to nothing. Take yourself out of being a Mets fan and think of it with logic.
If I'm not a Mets fan, I'm saying free DeGrom because the Mets are wasting him.
Exactly.
But like, we need to get Marte. That's another interesting one.
We'll talk about it as we we're not signing up for it. We'll get into it, but like genuinely take yourself out of being a Mets fan and think about the return you could get for Jacob deGrom. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but if I can get a bidding war going, and God knows how many elite prospects, or hell, even big leaguers I could get for Jacob deGrom, you can't turn your head or turn your nose at that. If they're legit offers.
To be honest, you can trade deGrom, and you can get all these great prospects, but then on a flight, you can just send Cano in a deGrom disguise.
Or you trade Jacob deGrom with Robinson Cano's contract.
Or just get rid of Cano and ship him to Korea.
I mean, that is true. Well, for Ohtani, Ohtani's going to be a Met in a couple years if you ask Twitter. So I don't think that, but if you go on Twitter.
We would have a very different offseason if we got Shame instead of Brody Van Wigenen.
Oh my God! Imagine if we had Chime Blue. Fuck it, his name is.
I love how everyone said the Nerds lost with the Rays today.
But then
Shame's a bigger nerd than like anybody in the fucking Rays organization combined. So
that is true. So I guess we're gonna go external. So Stroman and Conforto, bye. Let's sign some new players. And we've killed so much time. So just move on. We've gone on for an hour.
Okay,
we've done literally nothing.
Okay. Well, we brought back Syndergaard. We brought back Loop. We brought back
and
Baez.
Hobby. So now let's have some fun. Let's look at some.
We still haven't
players.
gotten a third baseman, and I don't know who that third baseman's going to be.
I wonder. Just a
I
couple
wonder
options.
who.
We could make a trade. We can make trades. You know, it doesn't have to be a free agent. We can make trades and do whatever we want. So let's start off. We have to replace. There's now 2 gaping holes in right field. Obviously, at third base.
You can make a trade for a third baseman. You have these 2 guys right here.
What is this? Okay, Twitter. Do you mean I didn't? Okay, this is why I hate Twitter sometimes.
No.
Just I hate.
We're going with the Mike Tomlin. We do not care. We do not care. We do not care.
We do not care. All right. Options to replace the starting pitchers. We've kind of said it. Carlos Rodon, Kevin Gausman. If you want to try to get one of those big old veterans, you could do that. Maybe an Eduardo Rodriguez.
I think Erod's the guy to go if you're looking to go cheaper than Stroman. You know what I mean? If you're
okay,
I don't know. What is he projected to get? That's my question. Like,
what did he make? What did he make last year?
If he's under 20 million AAV, sign me up for that. But I doubt it's going to be like
100%.
That. What is his projected AAV to get? Is there any like projected AAVs like for him to get? I mean,
it's probably like north of 15, I would think.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
I speak for all. Yes, I speak for all Metsfans. Yes,
this
I am
is what I'm
speaker
at.
of the
this
CBA.
Is what I'm staring at right now.
What is it? The McCann? Who cares what the McCann contract is? Who gives a shit? Who cares?
We'll
get rid of it in a second. We're not slaughtering the McChicken. Metsfan be making some sounds. It's getting late. He gets weird at night.
Yeah, at 8:30, man, that's a record. Ooh.
Okay. So
nice. Jeff Carter's going crazy.
We let Stroman walk.
So all right. So give us 2 starting pitchers you want us to sign. Let's go crazy.
2 starting pitchers you wanted to sign. It can be Stroman. It cannot be Stroman. Who knows?
Yeah. Give us 2 names.
Give us your Rick Porcello and Michael Wacha. There you go.
100%. There you go. That's a good shout.
Both be better
at pitching than both of them at that point. Give us your 2. No way. Darno just hit a grand slam. Good. Send the Brewers home. I don't care.
Yeah, we need some not Josh Burns.
Davey Stearns. You up, kid? You up?
You up, kid? So since the chat doesn't want to listen to us, I think we make the executive decisions. The chat wants you to be a bunch of toe-tabs.
Do you want to go we should Stroman and Erod? Or do you want to go just external all the way?
I mean, if maybe I like Kevin Gausman. I think that's the guy I'm starting to like. I think Gausman and Erod as depth. 2 for 1. I think Gausman's going to be expensive because he did accept a qualifying offer last year. But,
and don't forget, you also have McGill as an option. You have
I want to use him as depth. I'm not. Maybe it's just personally.
That's what I mean. If they suck, you can bring in another guy.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Because I'm not guaranteeing McGill or I love Trevor Williams, but I'm not. Obviously, he'd be a bullpen arm, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
I think the injuries I had this year.
And yes, as a prospect nerd that I am, I always liked Kevin Gausman coming out of Baltimore, and now that he's finally living up to that potential, I'd love to.
He's on a qualifying offer right now, though, which sucks.
Yep. Yeah,
because he's pitched out of his mind this year.
Yep, you're gonna have to pay him. I mean, it's
he's probably gonna get more than Stroman. Like,
I think it'll be equal. I think genuinely they're probably gonna get the same contracts. It'll be the same type of contract. So whatever one gets, the other one maybe gets like a couple
it's
extra.
an equal contract.
or an
So
extra
if we
year.
choose Gosman over Stroman, we're racist.
Yes.
Okay. And we divide the clubhouse even more.
Yes. I mean, it's already Puerto
Okay.
Ricans against everybody. So
Okay. We want to bring in
I
another
think,
white guy. I mean,
or we say we're just gonna blow the budget on pitching and we just bring them both in.
Okay.
And then have to go cheaper for outfield and defense, which I have an idea in mind.
Then you slaughter the McChicken and do whatever, and then
no, we'll get to the McChicken. Why do you want to murder the McChicken?
I think it's pretty obvious.
We're not slaughtering the McChicken. He's my starting catcher until Francisco Alvarez is ready. Deal with it. So, I think we should just go full pitching.
Tomas Nido and Patrick Mazeika. It's perfect. Like, what's the point? I mean,
no, that's too many weird white dudes. Mazeika's kind of weird.
McCann is whiter than all of the people combined on this team.
So yeah.
Okay.
So do you want to do two $20+ million contracts for two different pitchers, and go cheaper with right field and third base?
God. If you're gonna do that, you might want to consider trading Taijuan Walker.
And we also signed him. Oh, I forgot we gave Syndergaard $18 million. Oh fuck, that's a lot of money for pitching.
Yeah, you might have to consider trading Taijuan Walker. And
but who the hell's gonna want him after a fraud second half?
He's got a player option
after this year. This year it's basic.
And you also have Carrasco too. Like, I don't know if you can double up on pitching.
Oh my God, how much pitching? But you know what? It is the most important position. I wouldn't mind it. Hell, Taijuan Walker coming out the bullpen at $10 million.
To be honest, I would just give the factor of can he do it in New York and just bring back Rich Hill. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, no! We'll give him a minor league contract, and then he gets an invite to spring training. That's if you want to do that.
I think he's deserved better than that. I mean,
he's 44.
He's pitched for the Long Island Ducks, so he'll be able to pitch in AAA, right? I mean,
exactly. So he gets a minor league deal with a spring training invite, and he has an option if he wants to get out. If he thinks he's better than AAA. But imagine a rotation of Jake, Syndergaard.
Have so many Stroman, Guzman, and Carrasco. Walker out of the bullpen or something and Tyler Walker out of the bullpen and David Peterson out of the bullpen and Tyler McGill possibly out of the bullpen, Rich Hill out of the bullpen.
McGill's in AAA. Rich Hill can be in AAA. And there you go.
Trade Ty fraud.
I mean, but again, guys, you say trade him. Exactly. There's two parts of a trade. Oh, let's go. Penguins up 2-0, by the way. Said the Pens are going to get fucking slaughtered by the fucking Lightning. It's 2-0 Penguins. Let's go. So, yeah, guys, you can't. No. Again, here's what you fucking. No. This is not. No, if it ever loads. No. Nobody deserves anything. You earn it. Jake is the only guy that deserves this.
Yeah, no one deserves anything when you win 77 fucking games and over third place after. No one deserves shit. All right.
And especially after your first 7 starts, you're unhittable, and then you become batting practice. So nobody deserves anything on this team, unless your name's Brandon Nimmo, Lindor, or Baez, or Correa, or DeGrom. Oh wait.
I mean, do we double up pitching and then have our AAA staff in the minors?
Yeah, and then let's do that, and then I could find a cheap way to improve third base, and then we can maybe make a signing in the offseason.
Oh, we haven't even done third base.
Yeah, and I have an option. It's pretty cheap. I think we both have an option. It's pretty cheap.
Okay.
No. Look, think about it, Metsfan. There's a cheap option at third base. We would have to trade for.
You really want those 36-year-old legs at third base, though?
No. An athletic third baseman who's cheap, who's a switch hitter.
Oh, isn't he? He's 32, right?
No, Why are you like? This is your guy.
How old is he?
I don't know. I don't think he's that old. I think he's like 27. I thought he was like 27.
This is my guy?
This is your guy, the guy you've been clamoring for at his position at third base.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Okay.
So I think let's go super rotation, and then we'll address third base.
Okay. Okay.
But we might have to make a decision that people aren't going to like. But you know what? Sucks sometimes.
Okay, so we go in Stroh and Guzman?
And Gausman. Yep.
Okay, so the Stroh man. Oh.
So the Brewers. The Brewers just took the lead.
Because you have those two guys in R2 that you can send over for the third baseman.
You could. There's a couple ways you can move some extra money.
Jesus Christ, this is smart thinking right now. Okay, Kevin.
And we haven't even addressed the bullpen yet, and but the rotation.
But we got Loop, right?
We got Loop. Miguel Castro still. Miguel Castro still has a job for some reason.
Another lefty.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Need to get another lefty, right? I mean, yeah.
We'll bring back. Okay. We'll bring back Brad Hand on a minor league deal.
So you're probably gonna have to overpay for Stroman, right? I mean,
go 24 with Stroman and then 26 for Gausman.
Ooh, okay. 24 for Stroman. You want to backload that or whoops?
No, I'm doing them both as they're both going to get 4-year deals. They both have after year 2 opt-outs and mutual options for the last year.
Ooh, okay. I like it. Okay. So that would be one. So 5-year deal for each of them or 4 years each?
Mm-hmm. 5-year deal, year 3 opt-out.
Okay.
So
year 3 opt-out. So 5-year deal for each of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
it's not racism. Kevin Gausman's going to be more because he accepted the qualifying offer. So you have to. I mean, both of them. Wait, they both technically did.
They both did. Correct. That would be 5 years. Yeah.
Can we trade? No, we'll keep Cookie for now. We could move Cookie, but it's just more of a pain in the ass, and I want to end this in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So we're not making extra trades if we need to. But there is a trade we're going to make. And it's a big one.
So it would be 5 years.
Oh, man, yeah, we're doing something stupid. And we're going to definitely do something stupid in this trade.
Let's go stupid. I like it. So 5 years. What would this be? 20 was it? What do you mean? 26 times 5.
26.
So he would be. You think Stroman's gonna like that though?
I mean, he ain't gonna like it, but he's gonna accept it. If not, go talk to Tom Seaver and his do-rag. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Like I never understood what that guy was trying to. Like it was so stupid.
And that's why. That's why the guy's announcing in Arizona and not.
That is very true.
New York. Yeah. Okay. So
all right. So now we have a super rotation of Jacob deGrom, Syndergaard, Kevin Gausman, Marcus Stroman, Carlos Carrasco, Taijuan Walker, David Peterson, Tyler McGill. We're going to resign put him in AAA. Okay. Let's address third base. So, Mets fan, would you like to trade some of those guys in the arbitration numbers? Because I feel like we need to upgrade a third base. And now Javier Baez is back. So that takes care of the second base. Somebody's out of position. And I feel like there's another guy we can trade who doesn't have much value, but maybe he does. Excuse me. For sure. Is there a third baseman you particularly like that could be available via trade?
Well, that guy in Cleveland's pretty good. I like him. I like the guy.
Yeah, he's really good. The guy in Cleveland's pretty good. He's a switch hitter. He's another switch hitter.
He could be our Jed Lowry.
Oh
wait, no, that didn't work out well.
Oh my God, Dave Zariz actually using common sense. Oh my God, it's a first. But you're right. There you go. Good job, Zariz. But 100% we agree. But yeah, do we want to make another super trade with Cleveland though?
Yeah, it didn't really work out, did it?
Yeah, he had a bad batting average. Yeah, Ahmed Rosario had so much better batting average.
He was up for the MVP this year, so
he was.
Let's see.
He gets weird. He's always weird. So I guess let's start off with we're gonna try to acquire Jose Ramirez. Stop. Chill out, baby Rhino. Baby Rhino. Why would I ever do this? My beard's growing in now, so I can do this again. So let's trade for Jose Ramirez, and you know what? Let's get crazy. Let's have them throw in James Karinchak and Emmanuel Clase.
Ooh.
Oh, let's get spicy.
Okay.
Let's get spicy. Going to Cleveland. Ooh, this one's gonna hurt. Brett Beatty. Jeff McNeil.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't want to get Miguel Castro. They need bullpen arms back.
I think with McNeil you can probably avoid trading Beatty. You know what I mean?
But who do you think has more value, Beatty or McNeil?
I'm just tired of flushing the farm down the toilet. That's it. You know what I mean?
We could trade Pete Alonso.
I mean, we could. This is technically what we would do. I mean, I would do Jose Ramirez for Pete Alonso straight up. I'd make that trade. I love that. McNeil's getting traded for a McChicken. If you know.
All right. Counter trade to that. All right.
Okay.
Let's trade for Jose Ramirez, Austin Hedges, and Emmanuel Clase.
Oh, you don't want Karinchak?
I feel like he's got too many wounds. I don't know. He's got too many wounds.
Jeremy Hefner. It's a Hefner approach, though.
That's true. But the last guy from Cleveland that they got was Brad Hand. So, I mean, it wasn't from Cleveland directly, but he was in Cleveland last time, and he basically got ruined the next year. So,
so Austin Hedges, Jose Ramirez, and Emmanuel
just another
Clase
closer that Mets fans can throw under the bus. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's a fact.
Go to trade values.
Again,
go to trade values.
No, I hate that fucking website. Again, Zariz, this isn't what we think or what they teams would do. This is what we would do. Or what we would do if we were the president of baseball operations. He'd be the GM. I'd be the president. I'd be the main honcho. He'd be the GM.
MLB trade values, accurate trade values.
I hate this website. I
it's
hate
stupid.
this website.
Oh yeah, it's bad. But hold on,
I despise this website.
Let's see what we can do here.
Let's get Jose Ramirez, Class A, and Hedges.
Okay, so the Mets are gonna get that, and then you got. Are they finally called the Guardians? Let's go.
The Guardians. No.
Politically correctness. Let's go. Okay.
Mets or Reese. You know whose channel we are. We don't care about those 3 letters and a symbol.
We do not care.
It doesn't matter.
We do not care.
We care about batting average, RBIs, and homers. McNeil was bad last year.
And stolen bases.
And stolen bases. And very much stolen bases.
Look who we got here.
Oh, look who we have a guest.
All right.
What's up, guys?
What is up,
man?
What's going on? It's been a minute, facts.
I saw you guys were doing some fun mock off season. This is kind of my bread and butter, so I thought I'd hop on. And I heard you ranting about MLB trade was it trade values? Thank you. Yes.
Hate that fucking website.
Terrible.
So you came at a perfect time. We're trading for Jose Ramirez and we're trading Jeff McNeil. So you came at a good time.
All right, hold on. All right, cool. So what's the trade?
All right, so what we're basically looking for is
oh shit, I can control the comments now too. Let's go.
All facts, we all have power.
We all have
equal power.
Let's go. I can kick you and kick off the host. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so basically what we're looking at right now is J-Ram, Class A, and
wait a minute.
Yeah. What is that going to
take? And Austin Hedges. Yeah.
Wait, we're getting hold up.
Make a
Class
super trade.
J-Ram and who?
Hedges.
Austin Hedges. And we are stomping that McCann contract.
What? Wait, we're trading this contract?
I guess we see if we get this.
Hell yeah!
Can we do some mock Jacob deGrom trades?
All right.
Can we do some Jacob deGrom mock trades?
All right. So you start with Matt Allen. I think goes.
I said Beatty.
Ooh, okay.
They have a lot of infielders. That's the thing.
That is true.
Cleveland really likes pitching. Like they're really good.
I'd move Allen after the injury.
We already sent them Josh Wolf, right?
Yep.
We already sent them. Who's the other guy we sent them? No, we just sent him.
Oh, the outfielder.
Only started yet.
The outfielder, Isaiah Green.
Green. Yep.
He's
related to Hunter Green, right?
I don't know. Could be, but
can we maybe trade Lindor?
This is the thing that MLB trade value does. Anyone on a big contract immediately has negative value, even if they're like a stud. Like Mike Trout,
like Bryce Harper.
I think the main piece here is going to be McNeil. Like
Guardians. I can't. That's going to take a while to get used to.
Because they traded Cesar Hernandez.
Yeah. Who's their second baseman?
Is it Jimenez? Did they call him up for the last week?
And to be honest, just for the fun of it, I'm gonna throw JD in there.
Why not put JD and Dom? Send JD and Dom.
And Dom fucking dump the whole
team. They're best friends. No, get McNeil. Hold up. No, we're keeping McNeil. Put Dom in there and put like a big prop. Put Allen in there.
Oh my god, we just go in.
Do they have? They have what? Bobby Bradley's their first baseman. Like.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying Dom's kind of a jag at the end of the day, but like.
Oh yeah, it's just. We're also
no, but take McNeil out. Take McNeil. Take him off.
But Elias, we're also going mental. Like this isn't realistic. This is just what we trade
Diaz because we're already getting an upgrade at closer.
No, we get them both in the bullpen.
Imagine now we get both. Both of them are. Look at how split up this is. This is horrible. Okay.
This is terrible.
We traded 5 players.
37.
No, 4. What's
we could trade Carrasco now, Metsfan. We could trade a Walker or Carrasco now.
The only way you even this out is literally if you send
Walker's got negative value.
Send Alvarez.
Who else? What about like Jalen Palmer? Can we say fuck the total value and just come up with a trade what we think might slide?
Ooh.
So that's what it is.
I mean,
we're just going what we would do. Have some fun.
So I would
we might need to put another prospect in here. We might have to put another prospect in here. But
take out McNeil and put like a stud prospect. I mean, we don't really have too many. Thanks, Zach Scott. We could
let's trade Francisco Alvarez since we're getting.
Yeah.
Let's trade Alvarez. We would have Hedges.
Or we could have had like if they got the fucking medicals, we could have like Khalil Watson, whatever his name is.
I think the main guy to put in this is Pete Alonso. I think that's it.
100%.
Conforto?
I'd agree. I'd make that trade.
Free agent.
No, you can't.
Can we sign and trade? Tag and trade? Like
sign and trade.
Facts.
Sign and trade, and then include all the other guys, these other guys. Hedges is literally like nothing for some reason.
It's zero.
So yeah, I guess. Yeah, it isn't negative.
He's a replacement.
Okay, so I guess we'll include McCann. Why not? Okay.
That's gonna bring our value. Look how much that is negative 8. The Indians would do that. Honestly. Sorry, the Guardians would do that. I'm just gonna call them Cleveland baseball team would do that. Honestly.
Cleveland baseball team. What if we traded Roberto Perez straight up for James McCann?
We could try that.
I would do it just to dump the contract at this point. And like Roberto, I know Roberto.
This man had a bad year. He regressed after his All-Star season.
But the likelihood of him being shitty again is high, and that contract is so big. Like if you get any opportunity to move him, I would take it any day.
Yeah,
of course. I'm trying to troll Mets fans. It's like Lindor, man. He's having a down.
How about fuck? Who are any good prospects do we have that we don't?
Oh my god, I'm so glad we got McCann.
All right, how about this? All right, so hold up. Take out Clase. All right, let's be real. Hold up. Let's be realistic here. You take out Clase, you take out Hedges, because Nito is basically Austin Hedges.
Yeah, and you can just bring back Keith Hembry. It's not that big of a deal,
same player. All right, so.
God.
Well, let me check the chat. Let me see if there's any good stuff here.
I love how
Costa. Of course, you said that.
I love how Elise shows up to this stream thinking we're being realistic, and we've given $50 million to Kevin Gausman and Marcus Stroman.
Wait, hold up. Let me ask. What have you guys done so far?
We re-signed Javi. We re-signed Luke.
What we've done is we've brought back Syndergaard.
Oh, here. Let me full screen this.
Brought back Luke.
All right.
Yeah, here's our transactions.
You let Conforto walk.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like we are making.
Yeah, let's go.
But
I wouldn't do that, but it most likely is going to happen.
We know. Trust me, we know.
Yeah, we know.
Hold up. So, Pilar's obviously going to accept it. Sign Gausman. Holy fuck, that's what's the AAV on that?
Yep.
26.
Yeah, so we also have a player option after that.
Wait, did you resign Stroman? Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he wants to leave San Francisco because he was kind of a bum before he went there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
If San Fran lets him go, they know that he's like not good anymore.
And you can probably
maybe get Discofani.
You probably can get Erod for a cheap. So if you wanna get Erod for a cheap,
you can do him.
Deal.
Well, Erod's
but he's also not. I mean, we're trying to replace Marcus Stroman. We need some good people. We need some good people.
It said Marcus Stroman resigns 5/120.
We had to sign Stroman because we had to be racially, appropriate.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, like at least you came to the wrong.
Who's our manager?
Oh, we haven't hired him. We haven't hired a manager.
That's the first thing. Have we hired
Miguel Cairo? He's up.
All right, who's our president of baseball ops? Could it be Josh Byrne, whatever his name is?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, everyone, please go check out my new video. It fucking did terrible, so everyone go check it out.
I watched like 2 minutes while I was eating a cheeseburger, and then I had to go do this. So I will watch the rest of it.
No, I just need the view. Just click on it and click off.
I got like 2 minutes in. And
maybe the like too. That might help.
It has to be a good video.
Okay. I actually posted a video for once. So.
That is true. You can upload a video.
We might have to make this stream a 2-parter at the rate we're going, but
facts. We'll go like another 10 minutes, and then we'll do part 2 because this is late.
I thought it was the dick around stream. I didn't know. I didn't realize we were trying to be productive here.
I mean, it's not productive. Congrats on all. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Let's go.
A quarter of the way to the money, guys. Quarter of the way to the money.
To getting what, 5 cents a video?
Hey, it's more than I'm making. What's up, Sergio? What's going on?
It's 5 cents more than what you make on YouTube.
I made a super chat on my YouTube account. I donated to
Metsfan. I saw you donate to Metsfan.
By the way, what's going on? You got how far?
51K. I think.
How much
that's
you got
enough.
left?
And that's what.
So that's 49K. Yeah.
All seriousness, don't do it. Don't do part 2, please. Just for your own sanity.
Yeah, we might do another. Yeah, like if we bring back Conforto, I do have a bet that I can make, but I'll probably lose it knowing my luck. So
I gotta do that. I gotta make a bet, but I'm not doing anything 100. I'll say something like 1,000 times, then on 100,000 times.
That's gonna take like what 20 minutes.
No.
Facts.
Which so
it took me like
you could say it
about an hour
times
and a
a
half to get
minute.
to 10,000.
Oh, so take 10 minutes actually. Now that I realize it would take 10 minutes.
It takes 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
10 minutes.
So let's talk about their base. So if we're not doing the what's it called trade, there are free agents we can sign.
Hold up, can I just say one thing? So far we got our depth chart is we got Alonso at like our set in stone depth chart. Alonso at first, Baez at second, Lindor at short, and then we got Nimmo in left. Are you gonna sign a center fielder?
No, Nimmo's in center. We already have an elite center fielder.
No, we got PCA.
When we get Starling Marte, we'll move him over.
We got Pete Crow.
No, Marte moves over for
We got Pete Crow. Oh, we got great pitching depth in our farm system. We can just trade Kumar. Oh,
I'm lagging. Yeah, that's why I wanted to see how long we can go. Now I'm starting to lag. That's why I wanted to keep it somewhere because I was good for a while.
He's a good third baseman.
I was lagging a little bit.
Okay,
the Braves won.
Here's what I think. We trade one of our biggest prospects for J-Ram and include that fucking contract of hell with Buchanan.
Lindor.
So what are you trading, Beatty?
So
I don't want to do that,
dude.
Yes,
why
trade Beatty? I hate doing
that. You have J-Ram. Why do you? There's no spot for Beatty. Where's he gonna play?
DH.
But you do have a Vientos. You do have Mauricio.
Yeah.
So you have other options for that.
But we're getting rid of the white guy. Why we gotta get rid of the white guy?
Yeah, fact.
It's always gotta be about that.
Could we maybe package hold on? Okay.
I trade Mauricio.
Let's see if we actually can send Mauricio if that actually does work.
Exactly.
I think the
so many
Indians would like him,
shortstops.
Honestly, that seems like because it seems like they're getting a lot of guys. At least like what they got in the Clevenger trade, like guys with higher upside and whatnot who are young. So like that's Mauricio in a nutshell. Like he's very boom and bust.
So I guess you
can
other
trade
options.
Mauricio, and do we have anyone relevant in the outfield?
Alex Ramirez.
Again, do we have anyone relevant in like?
Wow, that's number 10 prospect.
Top 100.
No, we only have 2 top 100s in Alvarez and Beatty. Right. Mauricio to it. Is Mauricio in the top 100?
No,
he's on the bubble. Yeah,
Vientos.
Well, Pipeline, Fangraphs, whichever one you want to do. I mean, I would trade McCann, Beatty, and JD Davis for J-Ram.
I mean, what would basically complete this trade would just go.
Yeah, I'm not doing
that. And Alvarez.
No.
Like that's what would complete it, but it's not going to work.
Or hear me out, guys. There is a way we can do, or we just spend some money and not trade the assets.
Get Carlos Correa.
I mean, there is a pretty good-looking Puerto Rican out there.
He's super injury prone.
Yeah, I think
like 4 years ago.
The mission was to.
Does he play?
The mission was to bring in the Puerto Rican infield. That was the mission.
What is Dominican infield not good enough?
I mean, we only got one and be outnumbered 2-1.
What are you saying? They all look the same? All right.
What are we doing here?
Do you want to go cheaper than Gosman? Do you want to go cheaper than Gosman and get Erod?
Desclafani. Who else is available? You got Go to. You have Spot Track.
Yeah,
Spot Track. Yeah. Who else?
I mean, we could sign like Jake Arrieta.
Is Kyle Gibson?
No, Gibson's next year.
Hey, Stearns, you up, kid? You up? You up, Stearns?
Good.
You up?
Good. Stearns, you want to come to your favorite team? Come on. You want to be a Met. So I think we address third baseman, and then they will probably call it a stream tonight, and then do another part, I guess. Maybe Friday, depending on my work schedule is. And if Leas wants to come back and he's not working.
Yeah, I'll see if I'm. I don't work Friday, but I got something else going. I might be available. We'll see. Also with Mets,
I'll probably be late like this.
I probably won't make it this week, but I'm going to try to adjust my work schedules to get on more, just because it's.
Okay.
I get FOMO, dude, especially when Andrew's on. It's like.
Yeah, facts. I'm like Elias now. I'm working
Yeah, we got
exactly.
Yeah,
I'm working.
We don't even post our own videos. Like
we don't
we're
upload
the
the
two smallest
stream.
channels, I think.
That's true. Yeah.
Who's bigger, you or Hayden?
It's me. No, Hayden's bigger.
Yeah,
It's me and you.
Who's the biggest? Tony, right? Or Metsfan?
I think it's the guest. No, I think it's the guest. The Tub. The fourth. It's the Tub. You had the most subs. And then I think it's you.
Who in the Mets Weekly crew makes the best videos in your opinion? Or whose channel do you enjoy the most?
All right, there's two different type of questions. Who makes the best quality videos, or who do you enjoy the most?
Who do you enjoy channel do you overall enjoy the most?
Chat, you guys answer this question.
Yeah,
who do you like more?
You say
who do you like more, and who's
rank the Mets Weekly members from best to worst.
All right,
best to worst, and why am I last?
Videos, probably Tony first. I like his videos a lot. Tony, Frank, Mets fan.
I don't.
I'm just kidding. Andrew, Hayden, me, maybe. I don't know.
Damn, you burying Hayden real quick.
No, it's everyone's tied. I'm just kidding. Hayden's videos are
everybody's tied,
especially the rage videos.
If
Hayden specialized in rage videos, he would be number one.
So are we de-Slafaniing this, or are we going?
I think we should just say screw it.
Like, how much could he make? Like what? 14.
Like we'll place Gosman.
Probably around there. Yeah,
like,
14 around.
14 million a year, 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
2 years.
Yeah, that works. Yeah. I mean, I prefer to go super rotation, but
DeGrom, Syndergaard, Carrasco.
Maybe you have Tyler McGill for that.
Well, McGill he's kind of a question mark. That's the thing.
Hey, Tyler.
You got Walker too. Don't forget. Like you don't realistically need another like good starting pitcher. You can just get like a depth guy.
Carlos Carrasco as well, and you have
sign Zach Greinke.
Franklin Kilome too. Okay.
So I saw and then we'll address this.
Syracuse game. That dude is fucking big, dude. Oh my god, he's tall.
All right, so we'll just find a replacement for Gosman, and then we'll figure out.
We don't need. We can just rock DeGrom, Syndergaard, Carrasco, Stroman. Not in any particular order. Outside of DeGrom, Walker.
Yeah,
like that's a good five with McGill, Peterson, Yamamoto, Lucchesi as the depth.
True.
Yeah, but is that enough?
So
that's the question because it wasn't enough this year.
Yeah, that's why I went super rotation with Gosman.
That's us. You didn't have Syndergaard coming into the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just but that's the thing. Like you just don't know.
Yeah, Peterson is a 7th starter. Like that's good depth.
That is, or you can use him as extra long man in the bullpen.
Right, but like as long as there's no Jared Eichhoffs or Robert Stocks.
No. So.
Are there any?
All right, so
you guys are more familiar with like at least the more like upper levels of the system. Are there any AAA guys who are kind of worth anything? Who would come up and make a start?
Not really.
Right.
Not really.
Well, Josh Walker.
Are we gonna bring back Trevor Williams?
He's on arbitration, so you can bring him back.
Yeah, you can be kind of I mean, I would tender him. Like you can kind of.
He's projected for like about $4 million.
Like a taxi, like 8th man, like 7th, 8th guy. Bullpen arm too.
So yeah. So I guess we'll address third base here, and then we'll probably head off here. Maybe we'll do part 2 of this sometime this week, probably the back half, maybe the weekend, depending on how our schedules are. And again, I got out early today, so I said, you know what? I had the video planned. But we said, let's get creative. So third base, I guess we'll decide who we're gonna go with third base. J-Ram, Correa.
Well, how about this? How about you bring back VR, you call it Beatty and Mauricio and platoon guys, kind of like a Giants kind of thing.
Well, you won't call it Mauricio, but Beatty. And
Vientos. I meant Vientos. That's what I meant.
If you're making a trade, one of those third base prospects has to go.
Right, but if let's say you want to hold on to those guys and see what they got, and then when the deadline,
not against.
Hold up, when the deadline comes, if Ramirez doesn't get traded, his value is gonna be way lower now. But if another team is gonna trade for him, you trade for him now. But let's say no one else trades for him, and the Guardians are gonna hold on to him, then you wait till the deadline to get him. if all you guys bust.
I mean, and thank God Austin Riley developed because the Braves would have traded for Jose Ramirez to replace Austin Riley, so that's good. I mean, the Phillies, I guess you could say the Phillies could be interested because that was the other name. It was going to be trade for Ramirez. But maybe Chris Bryant replaces Mike Conforto.
Yeah, he's playing
the outfield, replace Conforto, and
is he a good outfield?
So
I don't know. I'm not sure if he's a good outfielder. He's serviceable, I guess. It's an option.
He was playing center field last night, so I guess they trust him enough to play center. So, all right, I'm lagging out. So before we completely, wait, what did I do? I guess we didn't give up a. Oh, shut up! Shut up, Chad.
Because he blew too many games this year, and the Mets missed.
He did exactly. So we'll leave it here before my connection completely. The only reason they lost. Only reason they didn't hit, but Edwin Diaz was bad. So before I completely disconnect, I'll let these facts. Before I disconnect, I'll let these guys give a shout out to the channel. We'll be back for part 2 again sometime this week. We will do that. So Metsfan, you got anything coming or anything you want to plug?
Most of what I have is stuff for Mets Weekly, future Mets Weekly. So stay tuned for that. Coming up in the next month or so. I do have some video ideas that I'm kind of sorting around, but other than that, yeah, things can pop out at any moment. We'll see.
Surprises, branding, maybe some content. Who knows? Elias, you got anything perking up and the big Banter Media? Big Apple Media?
Yeah, Banter Media, you guys already know. Just getting back a groove doing videos. Gonna try to do call-in shows more often, but work schedules. I'm gonna try to do at least one Mets video and one Jets video a week, something like that. So big up Banter Media. I'm also gonna try to do more like parody, like shit talking content. Like if you guys know Master at Work is, he's like a Patriots YouTuber, does this really funny like commentary about like shitting on teams and whatnot. I did that with that Bless Austin video that did really well for me. So I want to do like quick funny videos like that. So maybe that's a possibility. But yeah, big up Banter Media. Colin show should hopefully be back soon. I did one the other day when Rojas got fired. So off season, kind of me and you, it's kind of our bread and butter. So you'll be seeing a lot more from me coming up with like news reactions, mock off seasons, all that good stuff. So yeah, big up Banter Media. Come check me out. Very much open. Ooh. I mean,
depending on which side you're on, hopefully I prefer,
I've warmed up to it a bit. I'm not crazy about it. I would rather Burn or another guy, but
Stearns or Burns, baby. Stearns or Burns.
Stearns isn't happening. Can we just get over it?
I mean, it's still, it's happening. We have a chance. It's more likely than Billy Bean. That's how I see it. I don't want Billy. I wouldn't hate it, but Burns is my guy.
So get like another guy, like the GM underneath him and whatnot, like some dude who wants to spend some money, maybe. I don't see the fit personally.
That's true. That is true. So again, content for me coming up. Again, part 2 of this. And I will do a completely actual sit-down video on what I would do. Try to get that out maybe next week. Hopefully, again, the work schedule it's going to start getting crazy. Potentially, I might be back in my normal setup sooner than I expected. So who knows? But for right now, again, like kind of how Leah said, maybe a video a week. I highly doubt I'll get that out. But now the NHL season has started. Maybe I'll bring some hockey streaming. Maybe tomorrow, talking about the Pens opening night. The Rangers do start Thursday, so maybe we'll do a little Ranger watch party for opening day, depending. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure again, all the links to these guys are down below. The spreadsheet, if you guys want to do your own version of the spreadsheet, is also linked down below. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm lagging. There you go.
There you go.